Thank you for buying an Intex Rectangular Ultra Frame above ground pool. Please follow the instructions shown here and in your manual for proper installation and safe usage. Failure to do so could result in injury or product damage. If you have not assembled your ladder, please do so now. You will need the ladder to install your pool. Press the menu button on your DVD control to go to the main menu and select how to assemble your ladder. Setting up your pool is simple and easy. Assembly requires 2 people. No tools are required. Intex Rectangular Ultra Frame pools are available in several sizes. Shown here is the 732 by 366 by 132 centimeter pool. When unpacking the pool, clear the area of any objects that might puncture the pool liner and lay out the contents of the cartons. Open the cartons carefully so you can reuse them to store your pool. Check that you have all the parts listed in your manual. The number and type of parts may differ depending on the size of your pool. Inspect for visible damage. Do not assemble the pool if parts are damaged or missing. For replacement parts, please visit our website at www.intexcorp.com. It is important to determine ahead of time where to set up your pool, since the pool cannot be moved once it is filled with water. Follow these guidelines. Do not place the pool against a house, wall, or fence. Do not set up on mud, sand, or loose soil. Set up your pool on a level surface. You must take extra care in assuring that you set up your pool on an absolutely level surface. Failure to set up the pool on level, compact ground may result in the pool being unstable when filled with water. You may need reinforcement under the U-shaped side supports if the ground under the pool is not firm. Center the U-shaped supports on 3 cm thick 38 cm squares of pressure-treated wood, steel pads, or reinforced tiles. See the manual for details about using reinforcements. Leave at least 2 meters of free space on all sides of the pool to allow for installation of the side supports. There should also be no object within 2 meters of the pool that a child could climb on to get into the pool. The pool should be within reach of a garden hose. Envision the traffic patterns around the pool when determining where to place the filter pump so people will not trip on the electric cord. Follow these electrical guidelines. Ensure that the pool is at least 3.5 meters from any electric outlets. You must be able to plug the pump into an electrical outlet without using an extension cord. Electrical outlets must be GFCI or RCD protected. Do not plug the pump into an electrical outlet until you have finished setting up both the pool and the pump. Many communities require enclosing a pool with a fence or wall. Check your local requirements. Before unrolling the pool, clear the area of any objects that might puncture the liner. Then spread the included ground cloth over the cleared area. It provides additional protection and should cover the entire area under the pool. Carry your pool to the ground cloth. Never drag the pool across the ground. You may damage the liner and cause leaks. Unroll the pool. Make sure the pool is right side up and let the liner warm in the sun for easier assembly. Find the pool's filter connection holes and arrange them so they face where you will place the filter pump. Double check that the pump's power cord will reach the GFCI or RCD outlet without using an extension cord, and that the pool is at least 3.5 meters from any electrical outlets. Center the liner on the ground cloth. Pull out the edges of the pool as much as possible to make sure the liner is fully opened and to eliminate all folds in the bottom of the pool. Pull out the sides of the ground cloth to ensure it is free of folds. Each long side of the 732 centimeter pool uses 1 beam labeled A, 4 beams labeled B, and 1 beam labeled C. The number of B-beams on a side depends on the size of your pool. See the manual for the number of beams per side for your pool. Start on a long side of the pool with a hole in the sleeve on your right as you face the pool. Slide the end of a C-beam with the C label into the sleeve. A little water on the beam may make it easier. Line up the hole at the end of the C-beam with the end of a B-beam with a lock button. Depress the lock button and slide the beams together until the button snaps into place. Slide the two beams further into the sleeve. Attach the other B-beams in the same way. Make absolutely sure that the lock buttons snap into place before you slide the beams into the sleeve. Slide the end of the A-beam with the lock button into the last B-beam. Once the entire assembly is inside the sleeve, rotate it to align the holes in the beams with the holes in the sleeve. Assemble the beams on the other side of the pool in the same way. Each end of the 732 centimeter pool uses 3 beams labeled D, E, and F. The number of E-beams depends on the size of your pool. 549 centimeter and smaller pools do not use E-beams. Start at one end of the pool with a hole in the sleeve on your right as you face the pool. Slide the end of an F-beam with the F label into the sleeve. Slide an E-beam into the F-beam and a D-beam into the E-beam, checking that the lock buttons snap into place. Once the beams are inside the sleeve, rotate them to align the holes. Assemble the beams at the other end of the pool in the same way. Arrange the U-shaped side supports, the restrainer straps, and the black connector rods around the pool. The 732 centimeter pool uses 6 supports on either side and 3 on each end. The number of supports depends on the size of your pool. Assemble the U-shaped side supports and the restrainer straps. Slide the restrainer straps over the open end of the U-shaped supports and position them in the center of the U. The strap should face up. The open ends of the U-shaped side supports feature double buttons. Squeezing the bottom buttons depresses the top buttons, allowing the end caps to slide into the beams inside the sleeve. Keeping the pool liner absolutely flat, lift a U-shaped support and line up the ends with the holes in a beam. While pressing the lower buttons on the support, slide the support into the beam. Lay the U-shaped support on the ground. Pull the strap under the liner out as far as it will go. Lock all the supports into the beams and pull out the liner straps all around the pool in the same way. The short straps at the bottom of the liner must be linked to the restrainer straps on the U-shaped supports. Raise a long pool wall from inside the pool. Keeping the wall elevated, insert a black connector rod through a restrainer strap, a liner strap, and through the other side of the restrainer strap. Link all the liner straps to the restrainer straps on the wall in the same way. Then pull the U-shaped supports as far away from the liner as possible, keeping the restrainer straps in the center of the U-shaped supports. Link the liner straps and the restrainer straps on the other 3 walls, leaning the walls against each other as you finish each wall. Place your ladder before raising the last wall. Insert one of the 4 corner joints into the end of a short beam, keeping the other end pointing up. Lift the adjacent wall and insert the other end of the joint into the beam. Install the other 3 corner joints. The corner joints do not lock into place, allowing the sides of the pool to expand and retract. Pull out all the U-shaped supports and center the restrainer straps again. Smooth out the bottom of the liner. Carefully push out the liner walls from inside the pool, where the pool floor and pool sides meet. Make sure that the two drain plugs inside the pool are closed. Check that the outside drain caps are screwed on snugly. Hand tighten only. Now check your work. The U-shaped side supports should be properly aligned and locked into place. The restrainer straps should be pulled as far from the pool as possible and centered in the U of the supports. The U-shaped supports should be centered on the reinforcements if installed. Recheck that the filter connector holes are facing where you will place the filter pump. Make adjustments if necessary. The pool must be absolutely level and centered on the ground cloth. To ensure that your pool is level, add just enough water to the pool to cover the bottom of the liner. Check to see how the water spreads across the liner. If the pool is level, it will spread evenly. If the water flows to one side, the pool is not completely level and the pool will tilt and bulge on the lower side when filled with water. You must drain the pool and level the area under the pool before proceeding. Once the pool is level, again even out any wrinkles in the liner. If the ground cloth is wrinkled, pull it from two sides until it is smooth. Do not add any more water to the pool at this time. Locate the plunger valve assemblies and unscrew the plunger valves from the strainer and inlet jet. If you plan to store the pool in the future, a light coat of petroleum jelly on the inlet jet threads will make disassembly easier. There are two holes in the liner, a higher one on your left as you face the pool, and a lower hole on your right. Water is pumped from the filter pump to the hole on your left, the pool's water inlet. The hole on the right of the pool is the water outlet, returning water to the filter pump. Lay out your hoses, strainer, and inlet jet. Start with the inlet jet and the upper hole on your left. Unscrew the large nut from the inlet jet, leaving the flat rubber washer on the connector. From inside the pool, insert the connector through the hole. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the connector. Make sure it is as tight as possible, using fingers only. With the step washer in place on the plunger valve, screw the plunger valve back onto the inlet jet connector. Slide one end of a hose onto the plunger valve. Secure it with the attached hose nut and tighten it snugly. Do not over-tighten. Close the plunger valve by turning the handle clockwise until it stops. Continue with the strainer and the lower hole on your right. Unscrew the large nut from the strainer, leaving the washer on the connector. From inside the pool, insert the connector through the hole. From outside the pool, screw the large nut back onto the connector. With the step washer in place on the plunger valve, screw the plunger valve back onto the strainer connector. Slide one end of a hose onto the plunger valve. Secure it with the attached hose nut and tighten it snugly. Close the plunger valve by turning the handle clockwise until it stops. Your pool includes a cover. 2 people may be needed to pull the cover over your pool. Never install or remove the cover when you are in the pool. The cover should only be used when the pool is not in use. However, it is not a safety cover and will not keep children out of the pool. Children must not play on or under the cover. Congratulations! You have successfully set up your Intex Ultra Frame above ground pool. Continue to the filter menu on this DVD or the DVD provided with your pump to learn how to set up your filter pump and to complete the installation of your pool.